Hello, YouTube. So, oh, Jenny McKinley, new subscriber. Thank you for watching. Rob A. Nichols, new subscriber. Thank you for watching. I noticed a bunch of you guys are here. Oh, I got a screwdriver. You guys are here from Ricky Dodge channel, and I cannot thank you enough for coming over, subscribing. I went from 67 yesterday to 85 currently. I told Ricky when I get to 100, I'm going to do a live, and he's going to crash the live. I said, come on, brother, come on. If you want to come down here and do it in person, I'll make sure you got a place to sleep. Come on down, crash it. I'd love to see you. Come on down, brother. Bring Miss Monica too. Oh yeah, I know Ricky died in real life, you guys. He lives a long way away, but it don't matter. We still hang out and do cookouts. Um, I don't know how to go back and see who my new subscribers are. I'd mentioned you guys. I don't know how to do that. I'm not real good at this, as you can tell. Uh, if it's your first time watching, if you come over, you don't know what's going on. I'm a plumber. I'm a real life professional plumber. I own a plumbing company. That's where plum comes in. Dumb, because I tell dumb stories. Dumb stories. Plum dumb stories. Just seem cute. That double meaning in plum dumb. Um, so I told you guys I would tell you about growing up rough, and I grew up in the ghetto. And I was a white kid being raised by Indians. You guys, if you follow me, you know all that. I was talking to one of my subscribers, Miss Sheila, and I mention her name all the time. It turns out that she used to be pretty rough as well. I had no idea. I've never known her as anything other than just a complete angel and a beautiful lady. Like, she is as sweet a person as you would ever find. She'd never, I'd always ask for advice in her field. She'd never turn me down, never charged me a penny. If whoever she was working for did have to charge, it wasn't much. She's always looked out for me, and I've always tried to return the favor. That Miss Sheila and I were talking, and it reminded me of a story I haven't told you guys. Uh, I grew up in the ghetto, you know that. I told you guys I was in a gang. I was. Um, I'm in a small town in Oklahoma, so we we thought we really had to be bad to make up for our location and our population. And me being the only white kid in a Mexican and black gang, I had to really be extra mean, not so much to stand out, but to fit in. Had to do extra, had to do the most. Hood Life and GTC. Uh, GTC was as Ghost Town Crip was a subsect of an Oklahoma City gang that somehow made it down here. We weren't, oh Lord. Some of us were a whole lot worse than others. Um, Fighting, I'd fight. Didn't make me. I'd fight in a hurry. Always in trouble with the police. Always running with the police. I never stole anything. I just, even in a gang, I wasn't the type to steal. But there was always somebody that was willing to do something. I wasn't the type to go breaking into houses, nothing like that. Um, and this was when I was 16, 17, 18. Completely different person. Now I'm not trying to hide that I used to be a piece of shit. And I spend every day for the rest of my life trying to outlive that. And that's just how it is. But being in a small, very small neighborhood, 2 streets or maybe four, depends on how you, 2 streets in, 2 streets this way, apartments and just houses and people, and we knew who was who. Well, if somebody came in we didn't know, we would sit at the top of the hill. If you come out that way, there's no way to turn around. Like you were there, we'd stop your car. Pretty close to, if you're familiar with the area, that's where the apartments were. And we'd tell you to give us money. And I had a buddy of mine, he was set right there. He was crack shot with a high powered ass slingshot. And my dad was always working on stuff, so we'd find the bearings, we'd take the steel balls out of them. If you act like you didn't want to give us no money, zing, pow, back window, bye bye. Just piece of shit activity. I mean, you can give us $2 or $3, or you can buy a back window. He's always doing shit like that. Always doing dumb stuff. Mean, mean, mean. Just hood life. Um, we got into it with BGD, Black Gangster Disciples. There's a whole bunch of them. Whole bunch of them. They left my ass laying in the parking lot. Yep, left me laying. Had it coming. All my fault. Um, I moved out. We got married, moved out when I was 18. I married a much older woman who I had no business marrying, but whatever. I was a dumb kid. I'm telling you guys, there's a dumb part of the story. I was a dumb kid. Uh, got married, older woman, basically to get out of the situation I was in. Left the gang and left the neighborhood and got married, moved off for a couple of years, and then a house came up. I think her mom bought the house, and then we was going to rent to own it from her, whatever the situation was. I didn't like her mom. Her mom didn't like me. She shouldn't have liked me. I was a punk kid. But at this point, I had already started trying to change. Um, so I went to a bunch of all the old people in the neighborhood, mostly all Choctaw, and how they watched me grow up there. They knew who I was. I came back. I was only gone 2 years. It wasn't like they forgot who I was. So I came back to the neighborhood and I asked all the old people. I said, "Hey, is it still bad over here? It used to be real rough." They said, "No." They said it calmed down about 2 years ago. I said, "Okay. No more gangs." Nope. They all left. So we talked to another. I said, "Hey, I said, nope, it calmed down about 2 years ago." About the third one that said that it calmed down too. I said, "I left 2 years ago." They said, "I know. You were the problem. Not that I was the leader, not that not that I was anything, not that I called any shots, nothing like that. I just tried harder as a white boy who didn't fit in at all to try to fit in with this black gang. So I would do the most. So when I quit and left, everybody else just kind of quit and left because it wasn't fun anymore. But I was never any kind of shot caller. I was never nothing like that. I was just extra hard headed. So that's the story of Miss Sheila. That's the story of the hood life and the Ghost Town Crip gang. The people that never forgot. Man, that broke my heart. 50 years old. I turned 50 in April. I quit all that when I was 18. And I've lived every day since then trying to make up for it, trying to be a better person, trying to be a different person, trying to get past it. And there's people in that neighborhood today that still look at me like I was that person. When I come back to the neighborhood, they just kind of roll their eyes. Oh, here he comes. Here comes trouble. Kind of breaks my heart. You know what's worse? I still know how to be that person. And that's horrible, man. I've got kids and grandkids and a career and a profession, and you know, like I'm small town famous. Like everybody knows me either by my real name or by my Facebook name, or I'm that plumber or I'm the fireman. Everybody knows me or knows of me, and I'm still that piece of shit, 18-year-old punk thug kid, and I can't. That breaks my heart that I made such an impact in those 3 years that I haven't lived it down in 32 years. I did it. I own it. My bad. I'm definitely ashamed of the person I was. Absolutely. I'm ashamed of the reputation that I carried. 100%. I can't outlive it. This will go right along in line. My real dad, I never knew my real dad until I got way older. So I'm like 15, high school, and had a friend of mine in school. Her name was Mary. She's passed. Um, she kind of had a rough upbringing. I guess that's probably why we was friends. But that weekend, her parents and her dad and my dad, or her stepdad and my stepdad, both big Indian guys. They knew each other. They would drink together. So it wasn't a big deal for me to show up over there with my dad. He'd get drunk and I'd drive, 13, 14, 15. I'd drive him back home. But he knew her stepdad. So if they see me over there, it's no big deal. So I was over there one day after school, whatever. And everybody, her mom was there, her stepdad was there. My stepdad wasn't there, just kind of after school. And I met her younger sister. And man, her younger sister had the prettiest blue eyes I have ever seen, blonde headed. If I was 15, she might have been like 14, or we was pretty close, same age. I might have been 16, she might have been 14. You know, not like she was a little bitty kid, nothing like. She wasn't like she was 7 or 8, nothing like that. Um, I think I might have been like in the ninth grade or 10th grade, or maybe she went to a different school. I don't really know how it went, but her sister was a little bit younger than me, but not so young that it would have been weird. And not like I was, nothing like that. I was just interested in talking to her, getting to know her. Well, that day that I was there, I was talking to Mary, my friend outside, well, her sister, was doing something, kind of, kind of talking. Well, their stepdad, hey, get your ass back in the house, or whatever she didn't do. So I didn't get to see her very long at all. Man, she was so pretty. Had them pretty blue eyes. I was like, wow, like she was all right. So the next day at school, I talked to Mary. I said, hey, I said, have your sister holler at me, whatever. She said, oh, well, she wants to meet you. She wants to hang out. Um, my folks are going out of town this weekend, so come over this weekend. And I don't remember what happened. I don't know if they didn't go out of town, or maybe I had to do something. It didn't work out, and we're still trying to meet, still trying to meet, still trying to meet. I'm still trying to meet her sister Tracy, her little sister Tracy. And I'm 15, 16. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie about it. Y'all know exactly what's going on 15, 16. And so like the next weekend, like, hey, we'll go skating or whatever it was. I didn't get to go skating, or didn't have the money, or maybe she didn't have the whatever it was. So the next weekend, she's like, okay, my folks are going out of town. They're for sure going to go. And I'm like, shit, I can't. Because my real dad, I'm supposed to meet him. He had done talked to my stepdad, and I didn't know my real dad at all. He had done talked to my stepdad, and they done worked it out. And I was going to go spend a weekend with him. And sure enough, Friday afternoon, get out of school, he rolls up. Um, kind of, he had my uncle with him, my Uncle Gino, and his brother, my uncle. And we're just kind of, I don't know this guy, so I'm just kind of, being quiet. So we're driving around Idabel, and they're just talking. He said, I did this here, and I lived here back in the day, telling Gino, his brother, about it. And he said, son, I want you to meet somebody. I said, okay. So we'll drive around, and he meets this person, this person, this person. Well, he pulls up, and then at Mary's house, and he's talking to Buddy. Buddy is Mary and Tracy's stepdad. And I'm not trying to say anything, but hell, I know Buddy. Just kind of la la la. Well, they're talking whatever, kind of whatever. Well, he goes in the house, and then he comes out, and Mary's mom, Mary's dad, Mary and Tracy come out. And I'm like, you introduce me to these people? Hell, I know these people. This is almost like my family. And he kind of said, son, I want you to meet your little sister. And I look kind of like, which one? And he looks at Tracy, and Tracy looks at me. We both look at him. We all got the exact same eyes, you guys. We all got these blue eyes that you see. This is where she got them from my dad. My real dad is her real dad. What the hell? Yes. He made me and left. Like he was gone long before I was born. He made her and left. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of us that we know of. For sure, there's 4 of us. We think there's at least 2 more. We can't prove it. And then 1 more passed away. He was a baby. He passed away. But there's at least 4 of us that got these blue eyes. And had that weekend had worked out, thank God that weekend didn't work out, is all I can say. I had no way of knowing. I just knew there's something about her, man. She still got them real pretty blue eyes she's got. God almighty. Feel like Joe Dirt. You're my sister. You're my sister. God. Nothing. I never, other than meeting that one day and talking just for like 30 seconds while I was visiting with Mary, and then meeting her again like 3 weeks later. It just, as fate would have it, it's just like it's just we couldn't never make it work out. Man, so here I was. Yeah, it's Southeast Oklahoma, y'all, not Arkansas. So don't get it twisted. Nothing like that. Holy shit. Yeah, man. Every time my wife, she's got blue eyes, but she's from Oklahoma City. She's like 4.5 hours away. Ever since then, I've been real cautious. Real cautious. Um, oh, one time, my kid's mom, her and I split up. I intentionally went and dated her cousin, and I still showed up at the family reunion 2 years in a row, and that was a good time because they're like from the same side of the same family. It wasn't like the mom's side and dad's side. It was like the same side, like close cousins. Yeah, I went and dated her cousin, and still showed up at family reunion just so I could. That was just me being an ass. Okay, so that is a hood life. People that never forgot the story of Miss Sheila and the sister that I told you I'd tell you. It is Monday. It's about noon. We had a real short day. Tomorrow, I go to work at the fire department. I'll be on duty. And then when I get off Wednesday morning, I'm on vacation. And I will be on vacation till October. I don't know. Second weekend in October. I'll come back like that Monday. 14th, 13th, 12th, 15th. I don't know. But I'll come back in October. All right. Thank you guys for watching. I'll think it's more so. And hey, if you can think of anything in the whole world, leave it in the comments. Hey, where was you born? Do you have anything that you want to know? I don't mind telling you. I'm an open book. Even the bad shit I did, I'll tell you I did it. I'm not proud of it, but I don't. It's not like I'm trying to hide it. If you guys want to know, get in my comments, or when I get to 100, I'll leave like a week's notice. I'm going to go live on a certain day. Jump in, ask all the questions you want. There's no time limit. Um, you guys let me know what you want to do. I'll answer any question you got. And if you want me to subscribe to you, let me know. I will subscribe to you as well. Thank you for watching. Thank you so much, Ricky Dye, for sending everybody my way. Uh, I went from shit like 18 or 20 just like that because Ricky Dye said so. Ricky Dye's a man, y'all. Ricky Dye's a man. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. See you. Bye.